Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, how about a string that's durable with great tension maintenance, good control, and soft? Stay tuned. All right, good morning, everybody. Coffee sponsor of today is my buddy JC. JC hooked me up with this cool mug from Pixar Animated Studios. You guys can see that. JC said, I know you drink coffee, but how about something cool to carry it in? And I'm like, oh man, thank you so much. So here's to you. Thank you so much for, big cup for me today. Thank you so much. If you want to be my coffee sponsor of the day, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. If you want to just hook up the channel, super thanks is the way. Link is below. Cheers to you guys. Thank you so much. Man, that's a comfortable mug. The handles and the thick rim here. So you know the thin ones you kind of dribble. This one's thick, so it's harder to dribble. So no dribbling today. All right, thank you guys. All right, so Grapplesnake today, guys. Grapplesnake. In the olive green color, string is called M8. 8 for 8 sides. As you can see in the picture on the back, there is 8 sides on this string. Now, Grapplesnake claims that it's the most sophisticated string to date. And it's supposed to be a pro level string in the olive gray color. That's supposed to be super durable with exceptional tension maintenance. I can feel it's stiff. It's supposed to be very stable with great control, but relatively soft. That's not what I'm feeling so far, because I feel stiffness and firmness in the string right now. Interesting. So they're saying that you don't need to sacrifice comfort for stability and control. So usually it's soft or it's firm, and you get one or the other. You get hard string with great snap and pretty good durability, or you get soft string with not very good tension maintenance. This is supposed to be best of all worlds. And they said that it's designed for a Pro Tour player, Pro Tour use. Guy named Daniel Jamino Trevor, T-R-A-V-E-R, Trevor. Highest ATP ranking is 48 in Need a string job? Need a string job today? All you have to do is launch your app at Direct Tennis, call out the stringer, your stringer can come pick it up from you, or you could take it there. They're in your neighborhood. It's as simple and as easy as that. Find your stringer today at directtennis.online. Currently instructing at his own academy. And he's using this Tour M8. I keep touching it because I feel firm. It feels hard to me. I'm gonna go string my racket with it and string one of, let's see who would work for this. I think Coach Jerod would probably be the best one because he's ultra sensitive to, he likes stiff strings, but he's sensitive to stiff strings. So he would probably be the best one to test this with. He's going to get 16,130. I'm getting 17,125. All right, see you on the court. All right, so we just got off the court. Coach Jerod, you hit really well with this string. I like the feel of this string, but I'll let you go first. What'd you think?
Yeah, so Grapplesnake, obviously the only string I've tried before this is Tour Sniper. So with M8, I was assuming that what the 8 meant is probably an octagonal shaped string, and I think that is exactly what they put in this string. What's funny is that I guess when Harry was looking at this string, he said it's actually really stiff and kind of hard to string in the actual machine. So what I was kind of anticipating was a stiffer string with potentially more control and maybe not so much comfort, but this string was actually the complete opposite. So this string was actually super soft, also has a slick coating, but I feel like the strings don't move as much, so you actually do get a ton of control, but at the same time with a lot of spin. So with this string, I was actually able to take a bunch of huge cuts at the shots and huge cuts at the balls. So I was kind of just swinging out of my shots, trying to see how hard I can hit and see if the ball would stay in the court. And what's great about that is I can actually manipulate the ball off the strings as well. So I was comfortable with hitting like crazy topspin shots, going for flat shots. Slices actually felt really great. And overall, I think this string just pretty much screams consistency because I kind of knew what I was getting out of it. And at the same time, it was just very predictable. I would say it's a little bit lower powered compared to, I guess, similar strings that may be in the same category. But I'm not saying that it doesn't have a lot of power. It's just probably lower powered than compared to just like a tour bite maybe, or even like a restring. But overall, the only thing I'd try to do with this string is potentially play around with the tensions. I feel like this actually has so much pocketing at where it is right now. It's actually strung a little bit tighter than normal. But in terms of dropping it down, I actually want to try to experiment with that and see how well this can play. Because overall, Grapplesnake has been doing a great job with their strings, and M8 is definitely a hit in my opinion.
All right, so what Jerod was talking about was when I was stringing both of our rackets, I strung yours at 50, mine's at 55. Yours is 16, mine's is 17.
Yep.
It is like firm. Like when you're putting it through, when you're weaving it, it wants to stay straight. It's not as bendable as some of the other strings are. So it was a little more difficult to string. The edges on the 8 sides weren't sharp though. And with the coating, it actually made it easy to glide. But because of the firm feel on the string overall, it was just harder to weave through. The edges are not sharp. You can tell that immediately. But what the firmness did was it actually created better snapback. And the coating gave it a good, comfortable feel. Like some of the words that you described, predictability, ease. Ease and comfort are a lot of the words that I like on this string. It feels kind of familiar, but better familiar, if you know what I mean.
It's hard to explain, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like somebody took a really, really, really stiff string that we like and kind of softened it a bit. Exactly.
It's
like the softer side of Sears, but good. I mean, the guys at Grapplesnake pretty much said, if you like Tour Sniper, you'll love M8. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I get what you guys are trying to do, and I can understand how people could love this string. It's deceiving because we think it's firm, but it's actually firm, soft. It's kind of the two extremes put together into the string. That's why it's kind of hard to describe. That's why you guys should actually try this string if you like firmer strings, but you don't like the harshness of them.
It's like the performance of a firm string, but with the comfort of a soft string.
Right.
Like that. It's kind of like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's predictable and not overly quiet.
Exactly.
And this is their most durable string and supposedly soft. And it holds tension really well. So I think we got the best of all worlds here with this M8. So any final words?
Also love the olive green color on it too. Looks pretty good in any racket, guys. Seriously.
I know it's hard to see in the camera, but it looks kind of gray in the camera, I think. But yeah, it's kind of military greenish.
Pretty cool.
Olive greenish. But Coach Jerod, thank you for testing the string with me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I thought of you. I was like, you'd be the right candidate for this one.
Nice.
So, where can I find you, bud?
You guys can find me on Instagram at MaTennis.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.